All right, we're here in the shop today. I had a little issue with the dump truck. I'm getting a check engine light and it was derating the power. I'm hoping it's just the fuel filters. They hadn't been changed in a while. The truck's only got 25,000 miles on it. And I really should change them more often, every year, even if I don't put that many miles on them, just to be on the safe side. I keep filters here so that in a situation like this, I came home tonight, I will get these changed and this truck will be ready to go back to work tomorrow morning. That's why I have such a giant supply of pieces and parts and filters and fluids up there. So once we get started, I wrote the fuel filter numbers down and we will go up into the parts warehouse and make sure that I do have them. All right, all my Peterbilt stuff is down here on the bottom shelf. And let's see. Here's the one fuel filter, crossed over from a nap from a fleet guard. And I believe this is the other one. All right, hopefully we'll be able to get a good shot at what's going on here. See if I can get a little more light in here. That might help some. Drain the water separator. Try to cut down on some of the mess. Filter wrench on that. One thing about the smell of diesel fuel, you either love it or you hate it. diesel fuel smell brings back a lot of memories for me. Sure that there's no gasket material left over there. We'll lubricate this lightly. Just use a little 3-in-1 oil. I will date this 10/23/25,000. Since I'm not really putting the mileage on, the date will probably be more important, and I'll change it in another year. That's the easy one. The other one is harder to get to.
And I was looking for that little stamp on there, and I didn't see it.
One thing, whoever designed this fuel filter never planned on changing one, because it is very hard to get into place.
Yeah. So we will get this masking tape cleaned off, and then we'll go ahead and take that mirror wrapping off and put a little bit of weld on it.
It needs to be filled with fuel.
I got one little spot here. Oh. Jesus, I'm not doing too good here.
Gotta love engineers.
Now I buckled the door just ever so slightly here. A little bit of a dent in the door from the impact.
I do this without making a mess. It'll be an absolute miracle.
I can't believe I didn't pull it right out of the top of the door. But anyway, I have the bracket setting into place. I thought it was just 1, 2. It's got this bracket here welded on there for a CB antenna. So this V-shaped piece is all one piece. This is the piece that came off. We've got that clocked.
Alright, let's see what kind of mess we can make here.
And we're just going to put a little bit of weld in there, and hopefully you can't see it from the outside, because this is stainless magnet. Doesn't stick to it. So, I don't have stainless wire in the welder right now. I'm just going to weld it with regular steel wire. It'll be just fine. It might discolor it a little bit, but that'll be fine.
Pure Daddy chocolate chips. Makes baking a bite better.
Oh, I'd like to meet this engineer one day. If I did go underneath, it wouldn't be any easier.
Okay, so we have that all glued on there. We'll let that cool down a bit. And maybe run a flat wheel over it just to clean them burrs off. And then bolt that guy back in place. Yeah. The underneath side, just two-way radio, just about ready to go in here. The old CB out. CB came with the truck, however, it doesn't, I think it just stays on one channel.
Okay, I finally got that filter on. I had to turn the camera off. I'm trying to keep this kind of a family show, and my language was probably going to change abruptly. Anyway, got it all started, bled the air out, started right up. The check engine light is still on. If it does not go out by tomorrow, I'm gonna have to stop by the dealer and let them put a scan tool on it, make sure that everything's okay. It's running great. All the power's back. No more engine derate or any codes showing up, so that's a good thing. So here we are. It's about 9 o'clock at night. Back together and able to leave here tomorrow morning at 6:30 to go to work. His downtime or waiting for a mechanic is just cost me money. Got to get this tractor fixed and get it out of the shop. Maybe you all could leave something in the comment section to convince my wife that I need a much bigger shop. Have a good one. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.